Alright guys, I'm Dave in Real Life Football and this is today's episode of Off the Crossbar, and it's the predictions video episode. I've not been in front of the camera for quite a bit. Thank you for everybody who watched the Christmas toy hunt last week. Yeah, sorry that there's been no live streams. Literally I've been way too busy and way too tired. It's been a busy Christmas for me, to be honest. Hopefully going to get back on the live streams next week. Obviously, I know you guys are missing them. I'm missing them. I just haven't had the time to get in front of the camera. To be honest, this is literally the first time I've had over the Christmas period to be actually sit and be able to get something out for you guys to watch. Obviously, we'll be covering the Fantasy Wrestling League table update on this video. We'll be giving you the update from the Boxing Day fixtures in the predictions game, and obviously the predictions for the upcoming games. We are doing 20 games. So it's the matches over the New Year period, then the matches during the week next week. So yeah, it's packed. We've stacked. I'm doing it that way because I simply won't have time to get another video out. There's no break from matches now until Thursday, so that's what it is, right? So 20 games, mega points, 2 goal scorers. You know what the crack is. But first, Fantasy Wrestling League. Let's have a look at that league table. And not a surprise really, Jesse's still down in 25th with only 13 points. David Paul on 17 points. Retro slipped down a couple of places, back down to 23. We were only 21 points. William was now on 24 points. James, is that James or Jamie? I think that's Jamie. I've written it down as James. It's not, it's Jamie. On my notes I've written James. It's not, it's Jamie. He's on 25 points. Michelle is on 30 points. Ev's on 32 points. Sam is on 33. Melissa's on 35. Gregor and Adele on 44 points. Edward and Dark Knight are on 47 points. Keaton's on 48. And in 10th place is myself on 53 points. Nick is on 58 points. Bonkers on 61 points. Irish Rebel is on 62 points. Chloe is on 63. Top 5 is Dylan and Mouldy, both on 69. So Mouldy's in 4th, Dylan in 5th. James, the real James. I don't know if I put Jamie or James on the caption that you're seeing. James is actually 3rd on 76 points. Then we've got Connor, exactly where he was last week, on 92 points, and same to our current champion, which is still top with 117 points. Still nobody breaching that gap just yet. Could be on another retaining mission, which is great news for him. So that is the wrestling out of the way. We'll look to continue that next week. Obviously, a bit slower month this month. Not really much happening in the wrestling world, especially with the Christmas period. Obviously, SmackDown is coming up. John Cena's return and all of that stuff. So some big title matches. So this table could look quite different by the end of the month. But we're going to look at the updated Football Predictions League table. 17 people playing in this game. So we start from the bottom. I'm going to try and run through all of them for you. We've got Michelle, who's in 17th, only scoring 1 point this past week. So she's now on 11. On 19 is Adrian K. Didn't get any predictions in at all. So he stays 2nd from bottom. 15th, welcome back to Crazy Brody. I didn't get a chance to do that last week as it was a community post. But yeah, welcome back. He is now in 15th place. Connor only scoring 2 points. Connor has literally given up the game. He's literally not bothered. He's forgetting to put his predictions in. He's done that for the last 3 weeks. He's totally given up. So he's only scored 2 points. He only put 3 predictions in total this week, so he's on 25 points. Leroy, he got 17 points. Congratulations to you. One of the higher scorers of this past weekend. He was on 45 points. Bonkers scored the highest of everyone with 19 points and is in on 50 points altogether. James is in 11th. This is the proper way you do it. He's on 65 points. On 67 points is Edward. He scored 13 points. Chloe is in 9th with, she scored 7 points, putting her on to 67. I'm in 8th. I got 11 points this past week. 69 is my 69, dude. Sorry about that. Adil got 14 points, putting him on to 71. He's leapfrogged me in the table. So was Sam. She got 17 points this past week, putting her on 73. Leeds is in 5th, got 16 points on 78. Jesse also on 78 points, scoring only 10 points this past week. Dylan is up into 3rd with 15 points scored, but we're putting him on 80. Jamie scored a nice little 16 points, what means he's now literally 1 point between him and our champion, Retro D-Man. Jamie's on 18, Retro D-Man, 88, and Retro is on 89 points. So that is opening up for this massive weekend. I'm going to include all games going over the period, because obviously it is going to go into the first fourth of so we're going to start the new month with the FA Cup. We're going to go big with the first games of the month. I know that some of these games are going to carry over, but it's going to have to. There's no way I can split it. There's no way I can do it. I can't get a video out to split this up. So yeah, it is going to be a bit of a mess, but hopefully it sorts itself out. So we will go big with the FA Cup. We'll be covering all the FA Cup games next weekend. That will be the start of the new month. So yeah, hope that registers with you, because I know some of you are going to say, but some of these are on the 1st of January, some of these are... I know, but I ain't got time to get another video out. There's not enough space in between the matches, and I don't want it messy. So that is what we're doing. So yeah, we're going to do the first lot of games, then we'll continue with the next lot of games. So it's just going to count as the month. Yeah, I know it's crazy, but it makes sense in my head, and that's all that matters. So we're going to start off with the predictions game. It starts on Friday night with Liverpool taking on Leicester. Fantastic news by Liverpool, signing Gakpo. I can't believe it. Where did that come from? And there's more signings to come, which is very strange for Liverpool in January, let's put it that way. I've got them beating Leicester 2-0. West Ham then are at home to Brentford. West Ham are not doing great this year, but I don't know. I've got 1-1 on this one. I think West Ham can do something. I could be completely wrong. Man United away at Wolves, 2-1 to Man United. I think Man United are starting to hit a rich vein of form. Bournemouth, Palace. Palace didn't get off to a great start the past weekend, so I've gone for 1-1 for them. Fulham, actually great win the other day against Palace. So we've gone 3-0 over the bottom place team in the league, which is Southampton. Got City, Everton, same, City dominant. Expecting you all to try and pick Haaland if you didn't pick him last week. If you did, you're barred from him. Because obviously he's scoring like each and every week now. But I might put an embargo on like Haaland, because you're all just going to pick him to try and bag the 5 points. If you picked him last week, you can't have him again. Let's put it that way. Newcastle then versus Leeds. Newcastle, I've no gripes with them. There's a bigger game for them coming up after this week. So I think they beat Leeds 2-0. Then we go to Brighton, Arsenal, probably the biggest game of this weekend. And I'm going to go Arsenal just to do it, just to tip it, stay top of the Premier League 2-1. I'm going to go then Forest, Chelsea. Forest winning, not Forest winning, Chelsea winning 1-0. Then last but not least in this first lot of matches, I've got Spurs 2-1. So yeah, my goal scorer is Mo Salah. So remember that I know these games are going to be played over this weekend, which are going to go into the 1st of January, but don't panic about it. These games are going to count for December, just because we haven't had enough games in December anyway. I feel like the points need to be up the ante a little bit. So we go to the other games that are going to be added to this month, which is Brentford v Liverpool. It's the first game on Monday. I've gone for Liverpool to win 2-1. Arsenal v Newcastle. Wow, this game is going to be fire. This is a top of the table clash. Connor's going to boo me, and I don't give a flip because I'm going for Arsenal to win 2-1. I'm really starting to think it's Arsenal's year, to be honest. Then we've got Everton, Brighton. I'm going for Everton. Brighton, sorry. Why would I go for Everton? They're crap. No, we'll go for Brighton 2-0. Leicester, Fulham. I've got faith in Leicester to pull back. So 2-1 to Leicester. We've got Man United, Bournemouth. Man United 3-1 is my prediction there. Then we go Southampton, Forest. I think Forest win 1-0. A game that I'm stuck on. And I don't know why I'm stuck on this one, but Leeds versus West Ham, I just went for a 0-0 draw. We've got Villa, Wolves. Gone for Wolves to win 1-0. And then we've got Palace v Spurs. Gone for Spurs to win away 2-1. And then last but not least, I think this is a game on Thursday, which is Chelsea v Man City. I've gone for 2-1 to City. So there are my prediction. My goal scorer for that is Alvaron. So yeah, I know it's a bit messy, a bit clunky, but there's not a lot I can do about it. The games are just literally a no break in the games leading up to the FA Cup. I will endeavour to get an FA Cup video done this week with the updates of these tables. So honestly, it's manic. There just seems to be a game every day. So there might be a new predictions video without the table for this on Thursday. So yeah, it is what it is. There's not a lot I can do about it. My hands are tied. That's just how it is. It's how it's working out apparently these days. So yeah, as always, best of luck. And obviously there'll be no live stream until next year. Well, there might be next week. Well, yeah, I think the Liverpool-Brentford game might be the one that we start off with. So yeah, that'll be in the new year. So what I say, a massive thank you to everybody who's joined me on this channel this past year. It's been absolutely awesome. Looking forward to having another great year of streaming videos and all of that good stuff with you guys in the future. Have an amazing weekend. Hope your New Year's as brilliant as mine will be. I don't know. But yeah, Happy New Year, guys, and I will see you on the other side. I've been Dave in Live Football. You guys have been awesome. And I'll see you in a bit. Bye for now.